Here is why planting new trees is a beneficial work. Although mankind has practiced farming since the beginning, has anyone ever asked why native trees, shrubs, and grasses are not planted without crops? The simple answer is known to all of us without a doubt. Crops are mainly grown in the monoculture system and are often for producing profitable food grains such as rice, wheat, corn, and cash crops such as tea, jute, mustard, etc. However, what is the consequence of such practices? Of course, the world's population is growing and new mouths need to be fed up, but according to a statistic, the amount of food produced in the world today is adequate enough and 9 billion people can eat 3 times a day with ease. Although where there is a need for food, there are shortages of food. And huge amounts of food are wasted in the developed world anyway inhumanely. So, the fact is that food production cannot be a big deal anymore. And we can continue to feed any number of growing people in the future, but this issue of food production is the real problem. I am going to make it clear with a realistic story described below. When I was in high school, I had the subject of biology, and I liked it a lot. Now that I am graduating in the subject of physics, I no longer have the subject of environment, botany, and zoology. My elder sister is a graduate of botany. Thanks to her as I got a lot of valuable information from her while I was researching the facts. Anyway, let's show us something about monoculture. In monoculture, since a single crop is produced in large quantities, the area under cultivation also seems to be relatively large. Speaking of the Indian subcontinent, this monoculture is the main reason for widespread deforestation and creating so-called but not so much arable land in the forests that were originally here for millions of years. This East or Orient is kind of like a rainforest to many whoever lives in the Western Hemisphere, though it is not exactly right. Only 15 to 20% of the subcontinent receives adequate rainfall to specific areas, and it also depends on the season, and pouring may vary. Thus, being a tropical area, more than 50% of the area is actually dry and hot, which may be a bit surprising. Due to the abundance of sandy soil, the newly cleared out land can be cultivated and harvested for a maximum of 25 years. After that, many problems like reduced or severely limited soil fertility and decreased water holding capacity arose, and in the end, it becomes unprofitable to continue farming. Now, as the title suggests, I am referring to the benefits of planting new trees on all these unusable lands. Grass needs to be planted initially. Of course, planting new trees is a good thing. However, it is usually not wise to plant large trees in a hurry on sandy unfertile land, and in most cases, these glittering plans end up being huge failures for an environmentally conscious society. So, it is advised to start by planting endemic grass species, so that they can thrive in local conditions. The main benefits are available now. For example, grasses and shrubs can survive in barren soils and the root protects the topsoil from erosion. In addition, grass roots absorb water to keep the soil moist for longer and store carbon, thus increasing soil fertility eventually. Shade trees should be planted next. Grass is usually almost dependent on rain. When it is very dry, not much rainfall is present and the heat of the sun is intense. The grass may dry out and soil erosion may start again. This is why trees of medium to large size should be planted so that the grasses get shade, as well as the excess wind does not accelerate the soil erosion in this place. which means that large trees slow down the wind flow and work to maintain the natural aerodynamic balance. Advantages: it is possible to make any dry and barren land reusable by planting more new trees. Better a weak horse than no horse at all. Because when the number of plants in one place increases, the number of species of trees will increase, no matter how small the species of trees planted in the past. Birds are the main reason for this absolute goodness. They will sit on the tree, eat fruits, nuts, and nests as well as disseminate new tree seeds. In this way, the diversity of the forest will be further improved. After that, the water system will be automatically better. One study found that if a new forest, with an area of at least 5 square miles, could be created in an arid or semi-arid region, there would be a 40% increase in rainfall over the past. Which in a word is astounding and extremely necessary. And, if the overall water system is right, the number of wildlife will also increase. Anyway, it will take all day to count all benefits. Now, for some of you, the point is, please, try and exclude commercial thinking. If I ask, who is lawful to enjoy this world and the environment? Then you will say as an optimistic and prospecting public, since these are all made by none other than God, then human beings, animals, and insects, all have the same rights. True to utmost. This can be bypassed, but not unless you are a nerd who knows what is up. Why? Because you are staying in this world for a short time. And you are getting what you deserve from the environment according to your luck. So, if one harms this environment for one's own benefit, what will then future generations get? So, plant trees. They will grow bigger and produce lumber. Then you will sell and make comfy furniture to put your ass on sleep. Get rid of these weird thoughts. Mother Nature already gave you enough. If you want to save the environment, you do not have to pretend to be a gentleman with a behemoth mustache. It is enough if your intention is towards goodwill. I am Raihan Sani, a digital artist and content writer from Dhaka City, Bangladesh. I do research and analyses on both local and international contemporary issues and then write down articles for your awareness. I hope that this type of audible video based on an article is a good initiative. I look forward to your valuable comments and advice, and you can contact me at any time on my Messenger or Instagram for further discussions. Feel free to knock me and just search the internet at Raihan Sani 2002 to find me. Thank you for your time in reading the whole article. Raihan Sani, digital artist, content writer. Contact +880 1830565362.